Hello ladies and gentlemen and welcome. My name is TheSparrowsJourney. This is Lifeless, a multiplayer survival zombie game. Yes, one more of those. No, that big circle on the screen is not your monitor with pixel errors. It's really the game's crosshair. Lifeless. It's made by Rigid Soft and published by Green Men Loaded, after also publishing The Black Death, which is also an Unreal Engine 4 game. They are early access games. Lifeless is also coming out in early access state. You might be wondering, does it actually has something new? Does it bring something new to the table? Yes, as far as I know, there's only one single thing that it does differently. It has two factions, and I've never seen a multiplayer survival game with two factions on it. It has Noverguard, which is the faction that I belong to, and it has Phalanx. Basically, the differences between them would be different beliefs, different ways to think how the world has come to what it is right now. This is the map, and they don't hide it. It's not like DayZ, it's not like H1Z1, where I don't know actually how those games roll right now. As I played them in beta, they didn't have a map available unless you would find one. In Lifeless, you have the map outright done as you press your M key. From this, I can press I for my inventory. Very bare bones inventory. Could be smaller, could be better designed. It reminds me about War Z, which is entirely not a good thing. I have these things in my bags, but I shouldn't be spawning with them. Normally, you spawn with one hammer, which seems to be handcrafted, even though I don't think there's still crafting in the game, but I do believe in the future they will have it. It's a crucial thing in survival multiplayer games right now. You also improve your character by picking up different kinds of armor. I have military pants and motorcycle jacket, which is something that I didn't have from the start, and you can check your stats up here that will improve the more you pick up stuff. If I click on my character button over here, nothing is displayed, which means it's probably still in development and you will have character progression in the future. At the top left, you have your health bar, your hunger, and your thirst bar. If I eat something, which I will press with my 4 key right now to eat that tuna, you will see that the bar will increase. The circle around the apple will increase, which means my hunger is not as bad. You waste stamina when you sprint. And when you select a weapon, a melee weapon, you will have a blocking stat. This game relies on melee a lot. You will not find ammo all over the place. It's meant to be scarce. I'm gonna try and actually test this out to see if I can stealth near what they call zombies or deformed humans. I cannot. Alright, so let's put to practice the melee combat in the game. I'm gonna start by blocking, and I blocked his attack. Let's do the same thing. Let's keep blocking. This somewhat reminds me a lot about the culling, and I'm taking damage now because my blocking stat is going down and I'm not performing that well. So let's run. You can see on the top left that I'm almost dead. So let's change to our shotgun and try to finish. You can also change to first person if I haven't said so by now. So let's shoot this first guy and let's shoot the second guy. The game is meant to be difficult when it comes to melee, especially if you are fighting more than one zombie. Zombies drop stuff. This guy dropped a can of sardines. Let's pick it up. It will help us heal up. This guy dropped a headband, which we can use and will give us more armor. I do have that empty slot, so I just equipped the headband automatically. That's good to know. This game is also supposed to be multiplayer, so obviously I should be finding a lot of players over here, but I'm not. I'm trying to headshot that guy, but apparently it does the same damage as in the body. I don't know their hit detection, but yeah, that was surely on the head. Something dropped over here. Let's check it out what it is. I don't like the fact that I need to click on my right click every single time I want to aim down the sights or not, but that will be very helpful if I want to hit my target precisely on the point I am aiming at. Now let's check this cap, and it has 5 armor. It seems that the red numbers probably mean that it is not doing the full effect because the durability is not at max, it's at 86. Maybe that's the whole reason. I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. But let's switch it before another zombie comes by. Zombies are hard to notice when you are actually not looking at them. Let's try to melee this guy, shall we? Oh my god, see? This is exactly what I mean. They only become loud when they get close to you. Fighting 2 of them in melee is not a great idea. I only have 3 shotgun shells. Hopefully this will be enough. It doesn't seem that sound affects the game either, which is quite bad news. So let's get into this church and see what's going on. We are currently in daylight. I don't think I need to say that the game has night and day cycles. That's something you should expect. Okay, some zombies going through clip walls over there. That is going to be a problem. It seems that I just torn apart his arm. I don't know if that is going to affect his capabilities of attacking me, but if that's true, that's great. Having hitboxes in different parts of the body. Okay, now I'm losing. For some reason, I can't sprint whenever they hit me. It seems that you stagger when they hit you. Wow, okay. Was that a charging attack? It seems to be. Our only chance over here is hitting them fast before our blocking stat goes away. So let's try to do that. One is done with. Let's go through this guy now. He got 2 attacks. And I died. It seems I didn't have enough blocking stats. So let's respawn. And the last time I recall, I respawned with my shotgun and my pistol. Same thing happened this time. I had 2 occasions where I respawned already. One, I respawned with everything that I had except what was in my inventory. But what I had in my equipment bar, in my action bar, everything was still there. This must be a bug, and it will probably be fixed once the game is out or the game is patched. So where did we spawn? Normally, depending on which faction you choose to play for, you respawn in different areas. So the Nova Guard will most likely spawn on the right side of the map. The Phalanx will respawn on the left side of the map. That was the point where I died, so maybe I can get over there and recover my bag. As you can see, the map is not big at all. I can quickly get to the point where I was at by respawning over here on this side and get to the church. I don't think it's meant to be big either. You know, Lifeless seems to be an arcade-ish kind of DayZ, if that makes any sense. There is already 3 guys inside, once again. So the respawn is fracking crazy right now. This guy still was able to hit me with his broken arm. Maybe you missed because he is missing me. He's not able to hit me right now. For some reason. Glitch? Problem? I'm over here. I seem to have gained invisible powers because the guy was not able to hit me. Here's a new weapon. Morning Star. They kind of resemble the guy from Fallout, which I can't remember the name of, don't they? The guy with the pirate hat. As part of Unreal Engine 4, I guess it's not that hard right now to be able to open drawers. So we have here some shells. Let's pick that up. I don't see any need for the charging pickup. 1 click should be enough. Maybe that's to prevent the latency or something. Something that exists a lot in H1Z1. Their respawn is really crazy right now. They keep respawning right after you kill them. So, ooh. A battered lock. Okay, let's get this one. Is it better than the one I'm using right now? 16 damage. This one does 15. 10 critical hit chance. 10 critical hit chance. Okay, rate of fire, 300, 300. Reload speed, 2 seconds. 2 seconds. So this ends up being better. I have not noticed how the durability of the items went down. There's a first aid kit. Nice. Let's see what's in the drawers. A lot of stuff. Not only the respawn of the stuff, of the loot, is currently probably very high, and it should be, since the game is gonna come out soon. But because there's no players currently playing the game, you can find a lot of stuff without any competition whatsoever. What I'm really looking forward over here is some drinks, because we have a lot of food but no drinks. it would be, you know, normal to expect to have things like being able to fill up your water bottle, but those are things that I can't do, or they don't seem to be able to exist in the game. Okay, these two guys are getting in now. They weren't in the house, now they are. Some glitches over here, and they're gonna wreck my balls if I'm not be careful with my blocking stat. There we go. Okay, now it seems that you stagger whenever your blocking stat goes back to 0. So that's the whole reason why I couldn't run. Whenever they decide to scream, it's a good idea to hit them. I don't know if there's any hitbox for the head, if that does more damage or not, but I'll try to test out that later on. So here's a well, and currently I don't have any water bottles, but I could test that out. And I've tried to do that before, but it doesn't seem to be possible. So I'm gonna eat this bag of chips. I am running through the map just fine, with no real need of a vehicle or anything like that. The map is really short. I seem to be able to hit twice every zombie attack, and they seem to be going down with 4 attacks. Let's get this guy. The game that I really find close to this one, or the other way around, this game seems to take a lot of inspiration from State of Decay, even though it's mainly a multiplayer game, while State of Decay is currently a single-player game, even though it's said that State of Decay 2 is coming out with multiplayer co-op. Do they have anything to drink? I keep checking it out because my health bar is down and we could use some drinks to bring it back up. Let's change to first person and I check this van. There's nothing inside. Now, you would think, you know, this is personal, but you would think that with Unreal Engine 4, things would actually look better, wouldn't they? When it comes to textures, I have everything set up to max, texture quality up to epic, and there doesn't seem to, you know, look that great. I don't seem to find any loot in the cars. You can find it much more often in places as houses and factories. So I'm gonna get to that place over there and eventually wrap things up. The idea I get, unless they have other plans in the future, is that Lifeless is supposed to be an arcade-ish kind of multiplayer survival game in which you quickly get back up if you die, you quickly get into the battle, and you're supposed to fight each other, faction against faction, in this sort of battleground. Much more rather than being a multiplayer survival game where you have a persistent world in which you improve upon your character progression and with crafting involved. This seems to be my faction settlement, and I wasn't actually expecting that. I get the idea then. So Stillwater Training Yard is my faction's headquarters, while Stillwater Arena is the other faction's headquarters. Let's see, is there crafting involved over here? I don't seem to be able to interact with anything around in this basement, but if you would ask me, oh, nice. Okay, an axe. There's also loot chances in the settlement. I don't know if I agree with that. So there seems to be rarity to the items as well, which is good news. You know, different things add more variety to the game, and that's only good. So let's see. This is green lighted in the durability stat, which is not great, but I can always use. It also provides more armor. In the end, this will be what you will be looking for. Will this get old fast? Will it keep you having fun? Will it keep you going and staying and playing more and more in the game? For a fact, I would like to add that if you log out and you log in, even if in a different server, you will log in with all the stuff that you are logging out with. Things will keep on your character as long as you are playing the same character, because you can play different characters and have different characters in the game. This monitor shaking is really troubling me whenever I sprint. Let's finish this guy out. It seems that for some reason I'm attacking whenever I successfully block, but that should be a glitch. When you go over here into the settings, the panels are just very bare bones once again. There's not much you can change. You can improve your FPS a little bit if you lower some of the stats. Bringing shadow and effect quality down helps a little bit with my FPS, and on that topic I want to talk about performance. I am currently running the game at 50 FPS while recording with Dextory, and I have a 970 card. I'm playing on 1440p, which is somewhat demanding. 50 FPS is not great when you have a 144 megahertz monitor, which can display more than 120 FPS at one moment. But again, performance is probably one of the last things that people tend to improve when developing a game. And let me do one little parenthesis over here. It's not really connected to this game, or maybe it is. But is this what we have come down to? The multiplayer survival zombie genre, doesn't need to be zombie, has come out to be just early access games. Bare bones structure games. We should even be calling it early access multiplayer survival games as a whole genre. This, not to say that the game is horrible, it's not. Is it in a good state to be played? Maybe not, maybe yes, for some others. Because what I've been seeing more and more is that people that play this genre and love it with all their heart just jumps from game to game, from different game to different game, having different graphics, maybe having different features, but they end up being the same thing. Surviving against something that resembles a zombie with really hard conditions against other players. That is just a thought that I'll leave out there. My name has been TheSparrowsJourney. I hope you have enjoyed this video. This is a Lifeless, once again, made by Rigid Soft and published by Green Man Loaded, coming out on the 16th of June. As always, I'll see you on the next one. Like the video if you have, dislike it if you haven't. Tell me why in the comment section. I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.